Oh, that took too long to get done. Did I leave? Okay, no, the pen is somewhere around here. Also, you know what? This really does make the face feel really stretched out for no reason. Alright, let's just get this on. Do, 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 do. I know someone's gonna see this soon. Yeah, I actually do wonder. Will this just be my normal audience, or will it be just the people who kind of just show up and not know who I am? Because that happens a fair bit. Hey, whoever joined, my name's Demon Lord Dungeon. I mainly make short form content, but I'm doing lives just while I'm working on something. So, yeah, I'm just chatting right now, probably waiting for more people to join, see if they want to just ask me questions or some shit, but, how's your day been? Lurker? I assume you might actually just be my writer. Yep, it is just you. I expected that very expectedly. Yeah, at the moment I'm working on the thumbnail a bit for my chaos video. I'm thinking of it just being like a tech priest and then it just saying like, let's get a little bit heretical. And then like the chaos gods and stuff in the background. Cause I'll have to send you the script later, but my current plan for the video is essentially just how do I explain it? I want to do like just a quick summary of like the four chaos gods, the two major demons, and then like a quick little bit on each chaos legion. If that makes sense. Like I don't want to like put too much into it this time, but I want to still like make it somewhat substantial. God, 9 people already. I'm popping off today. Hey. Assuming either like you guys have either come off from my other platforms or are just like random doom scrollers who have just wandered on into this stream, which is my usual audience when I do this kind of thing. So hello doom scrollers. You can't see it right now, but I am actually just drawing, but like I don't want to hold my drawing pad up. And I'm trying to position this in a way where like you can't really see my face. Because I didn't like my face shown. So I hope that clears some of your questions up going into this. Because I know I always get like a bunch of questions about like what fit I'm wearing. Hey, Lola. Hey. I probably should adjust my chat so I can actually see what you guys are saying better. Because I'm not... Red Riding Hood? No, no, this is based on a 40k tech priest. And I don't really feel like explaining what that is at the moment. This is essentially just an old cosplay from a con I went to in October. Yeah, October this year. No, October last year. I mean, had a bit of a brain fart moment there, and basically just wear it for my current videos. Why don't I like showing my face? Um, because I want to remain a faceless creator for the time being, and that's why. I also feel like it just builds a bit of mystique around who I am, who is the man beneath the mask, or in this case, robe. And I don't know, I mean, like, if you want to see, I have no idea what sub goal I'll actually give myself till I actually, like, reveal who I am, or reveal my face. Like, a part of me is thinking I might just do a face reveal at, like, I don't know, like 50k, if I ever get to that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah. See, 150k is like where I feel like a face reveal makes sense. 'Cause the thing is, I don't make any money off YouTube at the moment. Like, I average around 5 to like 10k a short, but I'm not getting paid for shorts at the moment. I don't even have enough for like a channel membership, and then I haven't gotten like enough watch hours on my long form videos to actually get monetized off those either. So it's basically just like I'm doing this for fun at the moment. I would like to actually make money off this, and if I could make it my full time career, then I would probably be more willing to reveal my face. But until like that's a tangible possibility, oh, I'm not ashamed, Leroy. I'm actually just like thinking, like as well, like I don't know if I fuck up or like get a bunch of hate online and then it messes with my like job and IRL stuff. Cause like genuinely my community's been fairly nice and I rarely ever get hate comments. But I know like there are people out there who would just, fuck like wanna mess with me. I like gaming or sharing stories. I do gaming videos every now and then. I also do stream gaming on Twitch every now and then, but at the moment I'm mainly doing a lot of videos on Warhammer 40k. I wanna maybe do some videos on gaming again. I just need a bit of inspiration. 1 second, just gonna drink from my can of Monster that I'm totally not sponsored by, trying to like get a sponsor. Oh god. Nico from Beta Squad, I've never heard of him. 1 second, I'm gonna like see if I can adjust my like scene so I can actually see chat better. Just cause like I can't see chat well at the moment. Okay, yeah, someone's typed something in chat so I can actually see if I can see it better. I don't. Yo, Savage Scooter, what up? I don't know why I did that thing in my hands. It was kind of cringe. Joe, I'm fucking dressed like this. I can't really say pink cringe. Yo, thanks for like saying sub to me, man. Like, yo. Oh, do you know what? Fuck, I fucked up that bit of the drawing. Fuck me. God, I don't swear. I will say I don't swear much, but I actually have like a fucking potty mouth. I literally just don't want to show my face. That's it. I'm a faceless creator, and like I am too lazy to figure out how to set like my PNG tuber for the YouTube Shorts tab. I tried to do it before, but like I couldn't do it. And like honestly, streaming in cosplay surprisingly like gets a bit more attention. You can kind of see what I'm working on right now. I'm basically just working on like a bit of a thumbnail. I'm sorry. Oh wait, it's not really. There it is. Yeah, I'm kind of working on a thumbnail for a YouTube video. It's not like a full thumbnail. It's literally just like a PNG tuber that's going to be in it. Do I like Satan? Well, not really, but I hear he does make some pretty good deals. And like, I'm just saying, if I had to make a deal with the devil to get a GamerSup sponsor, I will. My video's gonna be about the Warhammer 40k Chaos Gods. They're to simplify it for anyone who doesn't know what Warhammer 40k is, it's basically kind of just a like universe that's quite dark and gritty, and the Chaos Gods are like really just interesting to talk about. If you've ever heard the phrase "blood for the blood god," it comes from Warhammer. So if you're familiar with that term, that's where it comes from. Sorry if you heard that belch. I'm just gonna point at the camera, hoping there's a child watching and call them a liberal. I mean, I'm not. I am a liberal myself, but like, I don't fucking care about politics. Especially, and I don't feel like people should listen to my views on politics because at the end of the day, I'm just some goober on the internet. Like, I feel like if you're like looking at a political creator, like definitely like listen to them, but generally, I see myself as just someone who does my own thing. I try to not get into politics. Like, that's just me, because I really don't want to just get wrapped up into that shit. You know what I mean? Like, the whole Trump thing recently with him getting shot, like, I've been avoiding that with like a 10-foot pole, even mentioning it. Because, like, oh, hello, HQ2. Oh god. I nearly coughed and I just sipped my monster. I mean, I'm British, so like at the end of the day, American politics doesn't really affect me. But I would say like neither of the US like presidential candidates are great. I mean, Trump basically has his own cult right now, and Biden is old as fuck. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like Trump, and then I also know a lot of people are like fanatic for Trump. I've actually never played the Fable games, funny enough. I keep meaning to because I hear they're actually quite good, but I've never actually played them. Um, I'll let you guess from my accent, but I've been told by a lot of people that my accent doesn't sound distinctively British. In fact, I've been told the way I speak sounds a bit unclear. Like it doesn't sound if I'm British or not. Yeah, I am from London. I've been told before I have a bit of a posh accent. I don't personally hear it, but I get told that a lot. But generally, yeah, I would say I'm from London. Technically, I was like born somewhere else, but I grew up and lived most of my life in like great Greater London. Which by the way, if any of you guys are like nerdy, which I'm assuming you are if you're here, but if you go to London and you want like a good like nerd shop, check out a place called Forbidden Planet. It is like the go-to nerd shop over here in London. It is where I buy like 90% of like my more like niche merch when I'm not at cons. Cause I do show this off quite a bit, but I do have my fair bit of merch lying around the room. I have a D&D Diceling. This is a Displacer Beast. The camera is not just showing it well because it is black. And it is a very matte black, so you can't really see too much of it. I also have like a bunch of Transformers figures on my floor at the moment. Yeah, I live in like Greater London, so I'm not in like London, London, if that makes sense. I'm on like the edge of London, and I go like central London a fair bit to visit family, but I generally live like further away from London. Like I live about maybe a 30-minute train ride. Yeah, about a 30-minute on the train. Yeah, no, I would never recommend living in like central London. At least like in the UK, it's easier to like not live in a big city because especially with like London, the public transport, if you're like on the edge of it, is good enough where you can easily like get around to other areas. Like for me, most places I can get a bus to within like a reasonable distance in about half an hour to 45 minutes, depending on where I want to go, which is great because like I can't drive right now and I'm in a position where getting a driving license might not be the best idea because one, insurance is overpriced as fuck. I don't really support football. Um, I did bet on the Euros. Um, so at my work, we did like a sweepstake basically. So we picked teams randomly for the Euros, and I got Belgium right. And going into it, everyone was telling me, "Oh yeah, Belgium's such a good team. Yeah, they're definitely like going to go far in the tournament." They fucking didn't. So I lost my money on that bet immediately. And the thing is, the person before me bet on Spain. Wish I got that bet, or I wish I got England because I would have at least won back some of my money. Obviously, with the colors on red team. I mean, what else? Also, hello. That name faded from my screen. Yeah, I'm. By the way, I'm not actually using like the YouTube Shorts tab thing where like you actually are streaming. I'm streaming through Streamlabs. I think there is a way for me to connect this to like my PC and stream like games from there. You have no idea. Like underneath this robe, I'm in shorts right now. Like, ugh. Yeah. I've gotten used to wearing this though. Yeah, I know you're my writer and everything, but you're fucking wrong. I'm sorry, but who has an army that isn't just a pile of walking dust? I don't know why I picked the pink can of Monster when I like barely drink this shit. Like, don't get me wrong, I do not dislike Monster Energy whatsoever, but I'm not really an energy drink guy. It's not even for like, oh yeah, I think energy drinks are bad for you or anything like that. It's literally just that I just don't drink them much. Oh god. Yeah, this is so fucking hot. By the way, if you guys enjoy my content, I have a Discord. It's linked into like I think my YouTube like channel page, and I usually like leave in the comments of my most recent videos. Okay. Pepsi or Coke? Pepsi. I religiously drink Pepsi Max. Like, I know, like in most places, Coke is more popular than Pepsi, but I genuinely think Pepsi's better. And that new flavor they've introduced recently, I can't find it in like a lot of shops. What are they called? Pepsi Electric. It is so nice. And I'm wondering if the flavor is just our version of like Baja Blast because I know we have Taco Bell over here, but I have never tried Baja Blast. Oh well, that's literally business, Jonesy. Um, Basically, a lot of like restaurants and stuff either are like partially owned or make deals with either Coke or Pepsi, and it's basically just like, hey, if you sell one, you can't sell the other. Ugh. There are like some exceptions, but generally speaking, most places will only sell one or the other. Oh, 1 second. Yeah? No. Yeah, he's out. Sorry. Family member just came by and was asking if somebody else in the house was in. They were not. Streaming. Also, yeah. So you're wondering, I'm like, the light is coming from my window right there, and I do not have a blind right now. Yeah, I broke it. Oh, wow, my chat just suddenly all appeared at once. What the fuck? Oh, what's my favorite figure I have? I have a lot in this room right now, but if I had to pick picks, it would probably be this guy, my Transformers Legacy G2 Optimus. Let me just quickly transform him. You know, I say quickly, and I'm going to struggle with this. It's coming. It's coming. That sounds so wrong, but oh well. 1 second. Nearly done. Just got a. Oh, and the arm came off. That happens a bit with this one. Oh, this isn't what you no, that's a different Optimus. That's Nemesis Leo. This is yeah, I'm trying to actually like put it back, but the arm is stuck at the moment. I've got to like move the head in a second to like put it all back together. But yeah, this is a like I think reimagining of like the second iteration of Optimus. Oh god, this takes a bit of time to actually put together. Ugh. Okay, yeah, that's the back, the legs. Need to detach those feet. It's really odd how like the black is on this, and then it just other than the legs, you just don't see it. It's like really well hidden. I thought this was like the normal Optimus Prime colors when I first got it. So this was a somewhat fun surprise. But yeah, so this is my favorite figure I have. I got it slightly reduced. It was about £40 when I bought it. And yeah, this is one of my favorite figures I own. So I'm just going to leave him over here behind the camera. Hello. Oh god. The heat. The heat. You know, I am actually genuinely slowly dying. Yeah, I have a lot of like nerdy stuff like that, and I have no real reason for collecting this shit. Like, Lupin would know in chat, but I collect these, or like was collecting these. I still need to actually like buy the rest off eBay, but these are McDonald's Yu-Gi-Oh! Happy Meal toys. I do not have any reason to own these, other than the fact that like I thought they were fun. They are Yu-Gi-Oh! And Hello Kitty themed. Let me take one of my extras out of the box because I don't want to touch one of my good ones. I do like some of these. Okay, yeah, there's one underneath here. As cool as like the design looks for these, when when you actually look at the plushies, they are fucking awful. Like, I'm not sure how bad it looks in camera, but the quality of these is absolutely arse. Like look at this thing. It's awful. I don't like it. Yeah. Honestly, if you want to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Or like try Yu-Gi-Oh! Nowadays, I can't really recommend it because it's gotten very complicated. But what I would recommend doing is picking up something like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed Duels set, or maybe... I'm fine, like, melting in stream. I find that, like, this is somewhat popular, but, yeah. Hello, Kalani, Sierra, fellow past appreciator of the Warhammer 40,000. I do indeed be wearing Tech Priest cosplay. I would not wear the full thing because, one, you would not be able to hear me, and two, this shit is hot in this weather. And may they be on to you as well. You know, I've actually got a PC, like, I'm building at the moment. I'm waiting on, like, 2 bits to come. I would love to build it on a live or stream, but I don't think I'd be able to do that because of like, just I'm having somebody else help me put it together, and I need to check with them first, and I really don't want to just go through that hassle. So I probably will make a short on it, but I probably won't do like a stream on it. But I would love to do like a video building a PC. Just fucking, you know, in a Tech Priest cosplay. Oh, you're on the Mexico border in a truck, waiting for a job. Oh yeah, I've got the incense. I've got a recording of Mongolian throat singing, and it's going to be playing in the background because, you know, the vibes. Sadly, though, I'm not allowed to put up the red curtains I bought to make the room look more Tech Priesty. And apparently, they won't let me put up torches in the house. So, apparently, it's a fire hazard. Whatever that means. Am I right? Please don't start fires. Unless they're in orphanages. You know, I just realized it's like slipped down right to my lips, so they just look so smooth. They were just like so thickly outlined. Extra thick. Okay, yeah, I have tea candles, but it's not because I'm British. Also, like, they wouldn't give off the same effect, man. I mean, I would also need to, like, get like, a decent-looking incense burner. Like, the thing is, I would be buying so many props just for a video that would literally not make me money. Like, that is probably one of my biggest issues, like... I really do want to start, like, getting monetized online, but it's going to take me such a long time to do it. I mean, I could probably, like, if I was able to stream more on Twitch, I probably could get a decent bit of that, but, like, streaming is a beast on itself. Unless, you know, you're someone like XQC, who literally just sits, like... 1 second, sorry. He just sits like this, watching YouTube videos for an entire stream. Like, I'm sorry for, like, the XQC fans who I just offended. But this is just his streams, in a nutshell. Miss him playing Overwatch. Oh, God. Back to drawing. Also, funny thing with me, I know like this is a massive British stereotype, but I can't stand the taste of beans. And surprisingly, I know a lot of other people who are British who don't like the taste of beans either. It's like Marmite as well. Like a lot of people despise the taste of Marmite. Which I mean, if you like Marmite, you're a fucking sinner. But you know, to each their own. Even if they are objectively wrong. Oh god, man. But I do wonder how many like subs I actually get of these because like I don't I don't really peak too high in like people viewing this. By the way, hello whoever just joined. What's up? Yeah. You know, I'm honestly surprised. Oh, that's fine. Trust me, it really is. Honestly, one of the things I'm kind of surprised by is there's a handful of like other creators I talk to on like YouTube and other platforms, and I do occasionally like watch their live streams, but I don't really often see them pop into mine, which is fine. You know, not saying they should, but somewhat strange. Anyway, I need to do something interesting to keep this busy, so I want to say I want to do a backflip, but I would probably like fucking injure myself, and I do not want to get that as a clip. Yeah. Honestly, I have no idea how like to keep people engaged while streaming other than like just talking continuously for non until I have a reason to like stop or just like read a comment, read a chat message. So yeah, that's fun. Also, is chat like a fourth person pronoun? Cause like you're referring to a group of people, but you're also referring to it as like a single entity sometimes when you refer to chat. Which is why I honestly think like a Twitch chat is like the perfect patron for like D&D because it is so like unknowable and unfathomable with just the pure chaos that comes from stream chats. Like my chat is relatively calm for the most part whenever I look at it. Also, wow, it just got like a lot darker, so this mask just got a lot blacker. God, I love the trick of lighting that makes this thing work. In the right lighting, you can't really tell it's a mask. In the wrong lighting, you can. Also, I might do another Metroid stream tomorrow. Yeah, you see what I mean? Other chats are so crazy. And honestly, that's one of the things I'm kind of scared about. Like, if I do get big, or if I get big enough to like get a lot of people in the stream, because I try like if you've ever like look at any of my shorts, for the most part, you will see me respond to almost every comment in there. Like, I usually don't touch hate comments or anything like that, and or that. But yeah, I will try and respond to almost every comment I see in a short, which is like I kind of can't really do that with a chat as easily because of the scroll. Like if I miss somebody saying something, I completely miss them saying something. And to be fair, it does kind of reinforce parasocial relationships a bit, just like, you know, like always kind of like reinforcing the relationship between you and chat. But like, I really do like trying to make people like show like, hey, I'm a creator and I still care about my audience no matter like who it is. Yes, the Emperor protects. The Emperor protects. Welcome back. Haven't seen you here in a while, but to be fair, I haven't streamed since like last Saturday. Picks up can of Monster. Not sponsored yet. Somebody sponsor me. Hey, if you're a Monster representative watching this, come on. Yeah, that's kind of my view on hate comments as well. It's like, ignore them. But I will say this, right? Getting hate comments is one of the best things about being best signs of being a creator. Because in my opinion, if you get a hate comment, that says a lot more about you as a creator than it does if you just get a lot of nice comments. Because getting hate means you're big enough that people feel like the need to find a reason to hate you. Like genuinely, like I think getting trolls in your stuff is like a sign of being big or like building a reasonable audience because somebody's gonna hate you. Exactly. Good creators get hate comments. And like I do get my fair share of them, but like they're not as often or like only on every few videos. Because like which is good and bad in a sense cuz like oh shit, I don't get like hate comments often, but it's also like wow, I'm not pissing people off enough cuz like that in my opinion is like a sign of being, big. Like I can't really think of any like big creators I know who I don't see them getting any hate. If anything, there's like some creators where like people will try and like throw hate at them for no reason. Like I know like not I don't know many people actually like watch Mr. Beast content. Who's my favorite YouTuber? Oh, that's a tough one. I do when it comes to gaming content, I really like watching Scott the Wods, if you've ever heard of him. One of my favorite gaming creators, but I'd say overall it's Jaden Animations. Maybe followed by Max or Russian Badger. And you know what? Jade Animation's one of those YouTubers I really just feel bad for because she's genuinely like pretty wholesome. I don't think she's ever done anything too controversial. And she gets so much shit for no reason. Like, if you've seen like the recent Mr. Beast thing, or how like if you go on TikTok, there's so many like kids complaining that oh she won $1 million instead of like Kai Cenat or somebody, and I'm like, she and like people saying oh who the fuck is she? Like nobody knows this creator, and I'm like, she's one of like the biggest creators on the platform. And she's dealt with shit for ages. Like I remember like the time like she made a video just saying like she was asexual, and like Twitter had a field day with it. Funny thing, I'm pretty sure it's like the second time she's won a big Mr. Beast event as well. I might be wrong, because I know she won the paintball thing. Because the Odd Ones Out did a video on it. I remember that. But I wasn't sure if she like. Oh yeah, Joe Cat was another similar story. Like he was what he got cancelled for was really stupid for, and like why he left the platform. He basically, Lizzo's song "Boys." He sung like a version of that on stream, but he replaced it with like girls, and like he made like a little animation for it. It was fine. There's nothing wrong with it in my opinion. And like people gave him so much shit and hate for it, he just left YouTube. Like he still does a bit of like stuff like art commissions and that, and I believe he had a cameo. But like, why does this happen to creators all the time? Like unnecessary hate. Who's Big Gore? I feel like you're saying Badger and just misspelling it, but I'm not entirely sure. Uh, you know what's funny as well? Like when I say to people what my like some of my inspirations are, and then like the comparison of what my content is kind of weird. Like I'd say, like Tomska is one of the biggest inspirations for me. And when I look at my comedy, I don't really see much of him in it. But yeah, he's one of my biggest inspirations as well. He's actually one of the few creators I met IRL, and I actually have like a few Asdif movie shirts. Another big inspiration was like Russian Badger and Maxwell. I really like their like over edited style. specifically with Maxwell, but I don't think I could ever reach their level of over editing. Like, and there's a lot of like video essay creators I like who inspire me. Wes Hammer is probably a big one. I do notice my like especially my 40k stuff is quite similar to Major Kill, but I am admittedly not the biggest fan of Major Kill, especially after the whole drama with him and Wes Hammer, which was like very one-sided and made Major Kill look like a massive bitch. Which, God, I would love to talk about, but it's like one, not relevant right now, and two, like it blew over so quickly because he got ratioed by like his community. God, I hate that that I just used the word ratioed. So West didn't do anything wrong. Basically, Major Kill made a video being like, West Hammer is basically just copying my content. Like, he's used similar thumbnails to me. He's talked about similar topics to me, and I'm just like, you dumb fuck. You've been making like 2 to 3 40k videos a week for like a good few years now. You have a massive library of videos. If someone makes a video talking about a similar topic to you, they're not copying you. 2, your videos are like not really that substantial in comparison to his. He does like really good, really long deep dives when you like when Major Kill admittedly just makes, as he described it, ADHD Warhammer videos. Nothing wrong with that style of videos, but they make 2 completely different style of content. West Hammer does a lot different stuff than the Major Kill, and honestly, Major Kill, in my opinion, does some like really lazy shit, where he makes a lot of really speculative videos and not really go into much depth about lore. Sometimes, and it really just feels like he's repeating the same things in like 5 or 10 different videos, which really just made me dislike him. And he basically like he made a whole video, and even I think he might have deleted the video, and a community post basically like saying, "Yeah, West Ham is copying my shit," and then like his entire community was just like, "You're being a dumbass," and like he got so many dislikes and like comments saying, "No, you're being stupid," or like you're being a whiny bitch, because like he is, in my opinion, one of the more toxic creators in the community as well. Oh, thanks. My lives actually don't go on too long. I think the longest I've done is about just under 2 hours. I want to like do longer streams, but it's a bit. Well, one, wearing this is kind of hard, and 2, it's like, how interesting can I be for like how long can I keep going like talking to like myself essentially for like several hours. Like, I do want to eventually branch out and do a few more, like, kind of more interesting streams. Oh, he hasn't just shit-talked 40k theories. He shit-talked so many members of the 40k community. If you mean the whole custodian and making them female thing, I'm not really too bothered by it. But my issue with him is, like, so he made quite a few videos like, oh, why aren't 40k YouTubers popular, or like, or very popular as shit, or like, why this person doesn't do good video. That's like, yeah, they just make a different style of video to him. Like, I remember him like shit talking Arch Warhammer, who in my opinion is one of the more underrated 40k creators in general. Exactly, 40k is niche, and Arch Warhammer is one of like, I'd say like the best niche creators in 40k around Warhammer in general. Yeah, exactly. Nobody wanted it. Because, like, I think he complained that Arch does, like, way too long and way too, like, rambly like, videos. But here's the thing. Arch goes into so much depth and, like, knows a lot about Warhammer and covers a lot in his videos, which is why they're so long. Like, yeah, they can be rambly. Yeah, they can be a bit unfocused. But generally, the guy knows his shit. And like, yeah, he may not be the most popular Warhammer YouTuber, but he makes good content. Same with like 40k Theories or like Started Anonymous. The thing is, West Hammer just puts out a lot of stuff really. Not West Hammer. Magical puts out a lot of stuff really fast, and it just doesn't feel like as well thought out. Like at least with like some of the other channels who also do a lot of content, like 40k Theories and Started Anonymous, they have a lot of creators and stuff, a lot of people behind it as well. Exactly, there's a lot of 40k YouTubers who do different stuff than him. Exactly, like I've made it recently made a long form video. If you might have watched it already about like 40k, basically just badly explained. It was originally like a set of shorts. It was a scrap video I made a while ago. Lupin was helping me write the script, and I just didn't like how the original video came out, so I scrapped it and just turned it into shorts and then re-edited those into a full video. And at the end of that video, I do say like, hey, if you want a proper like look at 40k, there are a few creators I'd recommend. I think I put down West Hammer, Started Anonymous, 40k Theories. I want to say I might have put down Arch, but I don't think I did in the end. And that's it. Like, there's those are like the creators I always say to people. Like, yeah, if you want a good 40k creator, they're the great. There are others out there, but yeah. I also really do recommend anyone who's a fan of 40k to watch If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. It is one of, like, in my opinion, the best 40k parodies out there, and probably some of the best 40k content there is. Like, Romulus, okay, I'm not going to try and pronounce it. Also backs almost every single thing they state with yeah, exactly, like, that's what I like with creators who actually put effort into it. I will say with 40k, it does have the issue of when you talk about it, there's a lot of like, I definitely feel like a lot of people do watch other creators or like lore videos to kind of get a bit of a general idea on stuff. Because I'm gonna be honest. One second, let me just sorry, open up my little cupboard you guys can't see right now. I have 3 40k novels in my room right now. I have more, but like. Oh shit, my phone fell. Yeah. 1 second. Sorry if anyone got like a bit sick looking at my screen. But yeah, look at this, right? Look at how thick some of these 40k books are. Yes, all of mine that I own are omnibuses. But generally, like, you've got to read through, like, are generally thick. Like, I think each novel in this is, like, 250 pages long, which some people might be able to read really quickly, other people aren't. And then, like, yeah. And these don't even cover everything about a character. Or, like, you know, like, you've got to read a lot of books to know a lot of stuff. And I'm not saying, like, hey, you know, like, every creator should know everything. And how, like, I think West Hammer even states, like, and even Mage Guild do state as well, like, so they sometimes do just use audiobooks because it's a bit easier to, like, get through and hear a lot of stuff about the lore without reading much. But still, like, it's generally one of those hard things to talk about because knowing a lot about 40k means you have to know a lot about, like, so much shit that I can understand you not knowing everything or, like, not reading every book. Like, for example, I think it was Wes Hammer who mentioned this a while back in a video on the Iron Warriors. I think it was either on the Iron Warriors or Perturabo. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I believe he was talking about the book Storm of Iron. And how he mentioned, like, there is the only, like, short story that mentions what, like, describes what Perturabo looks like in the 40k era is from that book. And it's a specific 2009 printing of it that's like a collector's edition that's extremely hard to obtain and it's extremely expensive. So a lot of people who like know the description of Perturabo in 40k know it from like a retelling of that description. Yeah, like I do like Live from like the Black Library as well. I think that really is what I think is like with 40k, the fact that you kind of have to like go digging around for what you like in it. Honestly, one of my favorite things about I am from the UK, bro. Yeah, like that. I want to read the Heresy books, but there's like 90 of them, so that's expensive. And from what I heard with the Heresy, right, it goes like Horus Rising. Like the first four books that were released for the Heresy are in chronological order, from what I know. And then the rest of the Heresy books kind of wibble and wobble throughout the timeline, where like they some will skip like years or like go back years and stuff. And I really dislike that about the Heresy because on one hand, like it does mean it's like easy to see like easy to cover everything, but it's also like annoying to read. Yeah, exactly. Like it's a single short story that like is extremely hard to find about modern Perturabo because it's only in like one very expensive book that's kind of rare for Black Library standards that like not many people own. To be fair, like that's why I do not like say like like watching like lore videos for 40k isn't a bad thing because like some people aren't able to afford the books or just don't have the time to read or like listen to an audiobook, which I mean, not gonna say my thoughts on that, but water. But yeah, like it's kind of like hard to get into like a good knowledge of everything without like having to either read a lot of books or just watch a really in-depth lore video. Like for example, I'm a massive fan of Fabius Bile and the Emperor's Children, but like there's so many books in the Heresy which he's part of, which builds up to his character that I can't read. To be fair, that's because Perturabo like never really changed personality wise. Like he was always a petty little bitch. Correction, I think most of the World Eaters hate Angron. Favorite chapter? It's between the Kokaridons or space sharks, or I probably would say the the Black Templar. Also, I just want to like quickly take a bit of an aside when talk about 40k to just talk about one of my favorite things I do for D&D. Um, Lupin, you may have like know this, but when it comes to like coming up with D&D character names or like if I need a quick name, what I sometimes do is just pull out a 40k novel and just pick out a random name and use that because my one of my last characters I one of my more recent characters I played, he had literally just named it after Fabius Bile's ship in the omnibus. And if I just skip to like a random page in this novel, I could eventually just find a name that I can use for an NPC or something, and it is really easy to use. I want to get a shark plushie and name it Tiberius as well. Like, if I could actually have all the shit I want, I think I'd look like a madman. Like, I live with my family right now, but which is why I probably can't do this. But I really want to get two pet rats and name them after Skaven. I'd like to like I'd probably name more like Skaven and Skaven Blight, but yeah, I want Skaven rats. Exactly. Rats are like fun. Rats are cool. Rats are underrated. Or to be fair, I think I'm like would probably hate them as much as I'd want to like see them, but spiders. I would love a pet tarantula, and this is a fun little story about one of my friends. Um, he has a like two pet tarantulas. They're both just big enough to like fit in his mouth. And true thing, right? This guy, he will stick the tarantula in his mouth, and it will not move. Like he can just sit there, and like it will be in there for hours, and then eventually he'll just like open his mouth and it will just crawl out. It is one of the creepiest fucking things I've ever seen, and I would love to try and do that myself. His other tarantula he does it with, because he has two, is small enough where he's like, I think it's a tarantula. Or it might be like some other kind of big spider species, but it's like big enough where he's just barely able to kind of talk with it. And that's like the creepiest one, because like you'll sometimes see him talk and then you just notice it on his tongue and it's fucking disturbing. Oh man. My friends are kind of weird. Not gonna lie. Also, if you guys enjoy the stream, it's not gonna be over for a while, but if you ever enjoy my shit, I have a Discord sub, by the way, like you guys want to interact with that. I'm considering if I have like a few more people on it or like a bigger streaming audience, I might consider doing this. A stream where I play like Gothic Phone or something with people and just do like 40k themed drawings. Because I think that would be kind of fun. I have 8 wild domestic cats around my house and there are no rats in a kilometer-mile radius. Yeah, that makes sense. Also, I think my favorite chapter outside of like Space Marines and Chaos Marines is Custodians, and it is purely just because of TTS. Like, Captain Kitten is why I love that faction so much. Yeah, I don't mind doing like more stuff on YouTube or Twitch. I usually like if I'm doing Twitch streams, I will like have YouTube open as well on my phone just so like I can interact with people over here because I have a larger audience here. Once I can figure out how to set it up so I can stream like to the live tab and Twitch at the same time, I might consider doing like some Gartic phone videos. Probably just because it's easier and safer. Because you know some people can be fucking like goblins and just like put racial slurs and stuff in it. Only do the Gartic links over on like my Discord and then kind of just let like make sure it's just people who I can actually bother to behave. I haven't actually played Ultra Nightmare mode in Doom Eternal, funny enough. I've played Doom Eternal, I just haven't like replayed it much. At the moment I'm actually playing Dark Souls 1 Remastered, and I've beaten the gargoyles and I have no idea what to do now. I know you can like cut off the dragon's tail on the church to get a sword. But other than that, I don't know where to go. And I'm really annoyed about that because like I'm trying to go through Dark Souls 1 as blind as possible. I'm trying to do that, and it's really hard not to. Uh, Honestly, I might buy over Doom Eternal on like PC. I'm not sure if it's on Game Pass, and stream that. Or I was thinking of getting Ultra Kill and playing that. Genuinely because I just fucking love the memes that come from Gabriel. Machine! I can't think of a quote. Seriously, I was gonna say like try to do my impression of Gabriel from Ultra Kill, but I can't pick up a single quote from him. I could actually do a few different voices. Yuck, I'm Goofy. God, that might have been a bit muffled. I could do Barney the dinosaur. That's just goofy but a bit lower. I love you, you love me. We're a happy family. Um, I hate that I can do Forrest Gump really well. 1 second, let me just remove this off my face so my voice sounds a bit clearer. Mama always told me life was like a box of chocolates. Don't know which one you're gonna get next. Clearly, that is just like something I can do oddly well. Do I like Primaris Marines? I do not hate Primaris Marines. I think partially a lot of the hate comes from people who are playing the tabletop and then were annoyed that they had to completely replace most of their army with Primaris units. Because West Hammer did a really interesting video on this recently. Games Workshop has basically been doing too much with Space Marines to a point where, like, they used to have their own. They used to be part of like the Imperial Armies tab, but now they have their own separate tab because of how many units they have. Like, I think Space Marines have 200 plus active models right now. Yeah, the rowboat girly man haters as well. But I think the main like reason for it is one, like oversaturated of Space Marines and the fact that they basically like force you to buy whole new minis. I've watched way too much Peppa Pig recently. Like you just brought back some painful memories. Actually, a funny thing, I think I'm actually like I was born either the year or year before Peppa Pig started airing, or like a few years before it. Oh, that's fine. I actually really like. It's simply the fact that I have a little cousin and a nephew I look after fairly often, and they really like Peppa Pig at the moment. Like, I just want to take a quick aside from my normal yapping of this video about 40k. I despise kids' cartoons, specifically for like really young children, because they don't make much sense and it annoys me. Like, you ever watch fucking Paw Patrol? That show makes no sense to me. Why are an entire island's search and rescue services being managed by a child and dogs? I don't know who Sode is, but I like Slipknot. I don't listen to much of their music, but look up a video called that's like Dragon Maid X Slipknot. I love like combining Slipknot music with like really happy-go-lucky anime openings. It reminds me of the memes that were around recently for Sonic 3 with them killing Maria if they do it on screen. System of a Down. I don't think I've heard any of their music. What's my favorite childhood film / series? Film? This may be a bit weird. So when I was about, I want to say maybe 8 years old, I think it was 8 at the time, I was coming back from my dad's, and we went to the cinema before we went back to my mum's place, and we watched Princess and the Frog. That became my favorite movie as a kid, which is a bit strange to say, but yeah, that was my favorite movie as a child. When it comes to shows, that's a bit harder, but I would say my favorite series as a child was Power Rangers. Like, I have the scary ability to remember almost most of the Power Rangers theme songs to a certain point. I will write that down somewhere and listen to those later, or like rewatch this VOD to just lock this down. But yeah, my favorite series as a kid was Power Rangers. Like, I would say probably name like any Power Rangers theme song for like maybe Jungle Fury, and I could probably sing it off by heart. That's how often I watched Power Rangers as a kid. Which, oh, God, gave me a really, really bad knowledge, but I don't think there's many Power Rangers nerds out there. Like, say in chat if you're a massive Power Rangers nerd. Mr. Bean, I never hated it, but I never really cared for it either. I think I watched some of the old like 60s/70s sketches. I didn't hate those. I didn't hate those. Oh, yeah. I actually recently started watching Super Sentai. I a few years back did try and watch Kikai Sentai Zenkaija. I just couldn't get through it. I loved the jokes and like the comedy of it, but that was my first attempt to watching Super Sentai. I never finished that season. But I recently watched Avatar Sentai Don Brothers, which is, if you're looking to get into Super Sentai, that season is absolutely hilarious and off the walls. I then watched Osama Sentai King Oja, which the name in English would roughly translate to like Royal Sentai King Oja. And then I'm watching this year's Sentai season, Bakokage Sentai Boom Boomja, which would roughly translate to Cranked Up Sentai Boom Boomja, which is also pretty wild. Like, I'm trying to think of like a thing from Boom Boomja that I can describe easily that just gives you an idea of how weird the show gets. But like one of the things I love about it is the fact that the main villains of it are like goofy as all shit. Oh god. God. You know. Oh, look, Discord. 1 second. Let me actually just check my Discord. If you're if you just joined. I'm surprisingly not getting too many people joining it, even though I have a surprisingly reasonable sized audience. Hey, welcome. And you're already posting a Warhammer Zone. Nice. You're a fan of Khan the Betrayer. Makes sense. They are in my opinion, the World Eaters are one of my favorite Chaos Legions. The World Eaters are so cool. Even though, like, the Blood for the Blood God meme is a bit overdone. Oh, man. Oh, God. You know, I'm starting to really start feeling the heat now, especially because my monster cam ran out. And I do not have any other liquids in my room. Nice. Nice. You know, I really want to do a video in like this full tech priest get up building something like machine based, but I don't want to do my PC because I'm mainly getting somebody else to help me do it. But like, I might build a Gundam model kit just fully dressed as the tech priest. I feel like that would be a funny video. I think for the sake of my own sanity, though, it would need to be a high grade, like a relatively simple high grade, because one second, let me just grab one of my Gundams so I can just show you how long something took me to make. This one here, this is the recent build. This is my high grade Atlas Gundam. This took me about an hour or so to build, which to be fair was great for stream, but annoying as fuck to build, trust me. And to be fair, this one could probably make for multiple videos. This was my first ever master grade I built. It's the Trans Dynamis Gundam. Yes, it's trans. This took me, like, I would say 3 or 4 hours to build. And I was just, like, on my floor the entire time building this. Which, on one hand, like, hey, if I do a Gundam building stream, pretty interesting to do, like, one that could probably, like, take maybe 2 or 3 streams to build. Also a bitch to, like, you know, put all of this together. Although it's a bit dusty. Although, cool thing about this kit, 1 second. It glows, but the lighting probably won't make it easy to see. So I'm just going to put this guy back. Mighty engine roar, oh charge for more, drive forward on the floor, go, powers down, go. Okay, look. Stand! Stand! God, like, oh God. Hello, people who have joined. I know some of you, okay, no, people just immediately left. Oh God. How did I go from like a peak of like 19 viewers to just like 3? Not that I'm complaining. Oh God. Ah. Yep, this is somewhat more comfortable. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. By the way, hello, welcome to anyone watching this. You know, funny thing, 1 second, I have to like flip this mask around. Material for this mask is actually like more or less see-through. So, 1 second. I can actually like cover my entire face and still see. I just have to like look a bit closer because chat is a bit too blurry otherwise. See, like, yeah, you can't really tell much detail on my face. But yeah, I can't see free chat like this, which is a bit annoying. But it's generally a bit creepier, in my opinion, because I could wear this a bit more openly, and then like people could just come in and see the face and be like, "What the fuck's going on?" Oh man, I seriously do not get how people will yap for like 5 hours on this shit, doing shit. I struggle to get through like an hour and a half, honestly. Like I occasionally do gaming. I mainly do gaming streams on Twitch, but like that's kind of also hard to like really do for long periods of time. I think if I played it with friends, I could maybe get through it more. Like I would love to maybe do a Mario Party stream, but that is just rage inducing. Like, okay. What to remember and thoughts of remember and Warrior Tier, they are Lord Tubers, 40k Lord Tubers as well. Yeah, surprisingly enough, a lot of the short form 40k creators are pretty good. I hate that I can't name any right now, but I do find a lot of them really good. Although this I think it's All Specs something. Can't remember what they're called. Somebody might know the name in chat. They do really good 40k videos, but they're mainly more about like the tabletop itself, which I'm gonna be honest, like yeah, I think the 40k Dutch guy is Ark. It's Auspex Factor, yeah. Auspex Factor is like a 40k channel that mainly focuses on the tabletop, which, to be fair, not many people who are into 40k are into the tabletop. Like it's a lot, but not as many. Okay. Deaths for the Dark Gods. Yeah. What else? I'm trying to think of Oh god, I'm trying to think. There's some other creators who don't generally fully focus on 40k that did some good 40k slash Warhammer Fantasy videos. The Templin Institute did really good video of the Warhammer Fantasy. They're actually kind of how I do a lot of my Warhammer Fantasy lore. I'm an Arc Warhammer. And like I want to get into Warhammer Fantasy. I tried to run like a D&D campaign set in it, but Warhammer Fantasy's lore is such a mess with how big of a setting it actually is and how much stuff there is going on. Oh god. One second, I'm gonna just shift the mask around so I can actually talk. Let's see what you guys are fucking saying in chat. Oh, they've been on the Started Anonymous. I actually don't really watch the podcast. I mainly watch Started Anonymous shorts. But yeah, Warhammer Fantasy, I like the setting or a lot of elements of the setting. But I just kind of hate how much, like, shit you gotta go through to, like, get the lore and understand it. Although I will say that Warhammer Fantasy is equally as interesting as 40k in my opinion. But I feel like, especially Age of Sigmar, does not get talked about much. I mean, in the case of Age of Sigmar, like, Age of Sigmar is a piece of shit, and, I don't know many people who like it. Like, hands in, like, in chat, anyone like fucking Age of Sigmar? Because, I don't know anyone who likes it. Literally no one. I mean, it has people who play it, but you know, I don't really know anyone who likes it. Ah, so there are fans of Warhammer, Age of Sigmar. I think Major Kill made a joke in a video about Age of Sigmar where he was like, honestly, if I became an Age of Sigmar creator, I'd be the biggest Age of Sigmar creator on the platform. And I think he said that like a while ago, I think back before he was at like 500k. So, I know they're not that big, at least not primarily focused on it and being big. Also, I kind of want to know, like, what are some, like, other niche communities that have, like, some weird beef? Or, like, that one weirdly toxic creator that no one kind of just talks about? Because I do find it interesting that a lot of 40k creators that I watch or see don't really mention one another. Which I find kind of interesting. Like, I guess it's like the case with the podcast where, like, they invite somebody over, they might, like, you know, acknowledge the channel a bit, but generally I don't see, like, the 40k space acknowledging other creators as much. Which, you know, not saying, like, oh, yeah, you're a 40k creator, you have to acknowledge other 40k creators. But it is something I noticed that I find kind of strange. Like, I'm also big in the D&D community, which, if you've seen some of my shorts, you might know. And, like, in the D&D community, you will always hear people, like, bring up other creators and other D&D stuff, or even like TTRPG creators in general. And you don't see that much in like 40k. Like even in gaming, even in like a lot of other niche communities I see on YouTube, you will see other creators mentioned. Or like in case of like short form content, like especially on TikTok and Instagram, they will like mention other creators sometimes, but then like not actually name them. Yeah, part of like that, you know, part of like the fact that I don't really see other creators mentioned a lot in the 40k videos is why I've been trying to do this with some of my videos. It's mainly like for cutaway gags. There might be somebody who will completely voice a section in a video who's another YouTuber, or well, not YouTuber, content creator. Because I feel like one, it kind of adds to like the sense of community, and two, I feel like, you know, it does diversify it a bit. Because like I know a lot of creators who are, or at least talk to some creators who are in like different communities or communities that kind of overlap with mine, but not as much. I think, you know, it'd be fun to, you know, hey, maybe I could get you to do a joke in this video about this thing and like direct people towards your content or stuff. Because it's like, I'm not primarily 40k focused. I just happen to do quite a fair bit of 40k videos at the moment. And I always think, you know, like, hey, it would be nice to have like other creators who aren't in the 40k space in my videos sometimes, you know. direct them to other creators who they might like for doing different style of content. Because I kind of see myself as like somewhat similar to Major Kill in the fact that I do like semi-serious videos. But unlike Major Kill, I know like my shit ain't as substantial, and it's really just there as like a hey, quick, here's the thing. Anyway, I'm gonna end this stream now. Bye.